Grace in the rain. Cacti, the parched land. As I stand in the field, the cracked soil is a map of despair beneath my worn boots. Each fissure in the hard ground seems to echo the cracks forming in my spirit. It feels as though the very earth beneath me groans with the weight of the drought that has held our land in its relentless grasp for far too long. The sun hangs high, an unforgiving sentinel in a cloudless sky. Shriveled stalks of corn whisper hopelessness in the dry breeze, each rustle a reminder of promises unfulfilled. The sky, an unbroken blue dome, offers no hint of respite, its vastness a taunt against the desperate needs of earthbound creatures. I kneel, my fingers clawing into the unyielding earth, as if I might extract some moisture through sheer will. Dust clings to my fingernails, a testament to the barrenness that surrounds me. Bowing my head, I feel the sun's unrelenting heat on my neck, a purifier as much as a punisher. Lord of mercy, I pray, voice trembling, each word a fragile petition in the stillness. I am but a humble farmer with nothing left but faith. This land is barren, and my heart aches with it. Show me your grace, let your rains come. We need you, oh God. The silence swallows my words, my plea suspended in the air as if held aloft by threads of hope unfelt. The wind stills, and under the vast sky, I listen for that still small voice, that whisper of the divine that reassures the heart when the head falters. Somewhere deep within, beyond the desolation, I feel a nudge, a whisper. Hold on, for grace is near. The world stands still with me, the air heavy with anticipation, as if all creation is inclined to hear a promise it cannot yet discern. A flicker of hope. As night descends, darkness wraps around the farmstead like a comforting shawl, enfolding it in a gentle embrace inside the house. I light a lantern, and its warm glow pushes back the encroaching shadows, painting the room in a soft amber light. The soft patter of rain begins, tentative at first, tapping at the windows like the hesitant greeting of a long-missed friend. It is a sound I have longed for, a melody composed by heaven itself. The ground remains dry underneath, mere drops at first, far from sufficient. Yet each tiny impact on the tin roof above resounds like a distant drumbeat of hope. I step outside, feeling the rain cool on my face, breathed in like a benediction after a long drought. I walk to the edge of the fields where shadows deepen and time seems to pause, turning the world into a quiet chamber of my own heart. Shepherd of my soul, I whisper into the night, letting the words weave with the rain to ascend heavenward. Forgive my doubt. Teach me to trust in your timing. Help me fill these barren days with hope. Guide me to take action, and make me an instrument of your peace. The rain gathers strength, its rhythm growing steady, as if in response to my prayer. It is a symphony of divine reassurance. I sense his guidance, as clear as the raindrops beginning to sink into the thirsty earth. Plant again, with faith renewed. As I stand there, rain trickling down my skin, I feel the gentle pulse of life returning, a promise of renewal whispered through each raindrop. The seeds of change, inspired by the prayer, I begin anew. Under the softened sky, filled with the gentle sound of rain's embrace, I gather seeds from the barn, each one a testament to resilience and God's enduring promise. The barn's wooden beams creak a familiar tune, as if echoing the labor of countless seasons past. With the rain now a gentle, steady mist, I sow them into the softened earth, each seed a prayer of its own, each drop of rain a confirmation of grace. The soil, once cracked and resistant, now embraces the seeds like a long-lost lover. As my hands work the earth, planting row upon row, I feel a stirring within me, a renewal of spirit matched only by the renewal of the land itself. It is not just seeds of corn I plant, but seeds of faith nurtured in the fertile ground of hope and divine promise. Each furrow made by the plow becomes a pledge that the Lord's grace will provide in His time and way. The night deepens, stars veiled by clouds, yet their presence felt in the ethereal glow. As I work with quiet determination until the last seed is nestled beneath the earth, a sense of peace settles over me, as profound as the canopy of the night itself. In the solitude of the fields, I understand that grace has rained down not just over the land, but upon my soul as well. The rain continues its steady rhythm, a lullaby that sanctifies the soil and my spirit alike, promising life anew. God of the earth and sky, breathe life into this land and into me. Let me walk in trust and sow in faith. In your mercy, let grace close the book of drought. Thank you for the rain and the renewal to come. Amen. Acti, a winter's road. The highway stretched under the cold winter sky. Stars flickered over the ribbon of asphalt, painting the world in silver and blue. Mike's truck hummed, a steady companion on his nocturnal journey, coming to rest at a lonely truck stop aglow with flickering neon lights. The biting wind assailed him as he stepped out, each breath a sharp reminder of winter's grip. Gravel crunched under his boots in the vast silence. Leaning against his truck, Mike exhaled deeply, his breath swirling in the moonlight. Solitude wrapped around him, heavier tonight, pressing with urgency. Memories of his past life with Lucy played in his mind. Her laughter, once his day's sunniest part, now echoed with regret. The stars seemed to judge him, their ancient light both indifferent and knowing. The crisis prayer. Gone to the cold pavement, the chill grounding him painfully. The stars seemed closer, a reminder of heaven's vastness and his own smallness clasping his hands tightly. He clung to hope, his heart a silent drumbeat. Lord of mercy, he whispered, his voice trembling, a fragile plea in the vastness. I've lost my way, I hurt those I loved, especially Lucy, please. Help me forgive myself, guide me back to her, show me how to rise after this fall. Silence enveloped him, filled by the distant hum of trucks and rustling leaves. Yet within the silence, a gentle nudge brushed his spirit, a comforting presence, as if the Holy One had heard his plea. A profound stillness settled deep within. Spring's quiet whisper. With dawn, the world awoke from its slumber, the horizon painted with spring's palette. Though the air was still chilled, an undeniable promise lay in the budding life and softening earth, whispering of redemption and rebirth. Mike awoke, golden light warming his face through the window, chasing away lingering heart shadows. The weight pressing on his heart felt lighter, despair unraveling thread by thread. He reached for his phone, doubt gripping momentarily, fear resurfacing. But he knew this was the moment the Lord spoke of, the moment to reach out and heal. His fingers hovered over the screen, a silent prayer behind his thoughts, hoping today would be different. Before dialing, Mike paused, closing his eyes in reverence. Shepherd of my soul, he prayed, steady and resolute, igniting new faith. Grant me courage to speak truth, grace to seek forgiveness. Let my words become bridges where I've built walls. The call began with endless beeps, echoing his hope and fear. Then, unexpectedly, Lucy's voice, tender and hesitant, filled the quiet dad. I'm here, he replied, emotion constricting his throat as relief surged within him. I'm so sorry, Lucy. I'm trying to find my way back to you. The silence that followed was no longer cold emptiness. It was rich with possibility, woven with healing and reconciliation, alive with echoes of mending brokenness. Their conversation unfolded slowly, like new leaves in spring, delicate, fragile, yet alive. Each word was a step across the bridge of understanding they began to rebuild together, a testament to grace's power and love's resilience. Under the vast sky, Mike felt God's presence as comforting as sunlight after a storm. He knew this was just the beginning of a cherished journey, guided by faith and new beginnings promise. Holy One, thank you for your unending patience and love. Help me to walk in forgiveness and grace each day. Be the guiding light as I rebuild what was broken. Anchor me in your truth and love. Amen. Whispers, the chill of the night clung to the city streets, weaving through the narrow alleys and brushing past the window panes of the small homes etched with frost. As I stepped through the shelter's creaking wooden doors, the crisp air left a fleeting touch on my skin, turning my breath into delicate plumes beneath the dim street lamps' glow. Inside, the shelter was more than a refuge. It was a beacon of warmth and light, spilling over from the windowsills like a comforting embrace. The earthy aroma of stew mingled with whispered conversations, creating a gentle hum that filled the room. My lantern flickered softly, its amber glow embracing the tin pots and weary faces like an old friend. Tonight, the air carried a heavy silence, a palpable yearning for God's grace that hung over the huddled masses, seeking respite from the biting winter cold. My heart sank as I noticed a missing blanket, a silent accusation wrapped in absence, a need yet unmet. Seeking solace, I withdrew to a quiet corner, worn patch of carpet beneath my knees, a sanctuary of its own. Kneeling in reverence, I breathed a prayer. Lord of mercy, my words a whispered plea. Beneath the shelter's hum, provide for those without. Guide my hands to serve tonight. My voice, though soft, resonated with the quiet conviction of a seeking heart. As my prayer echoed through the stillness, a subtle warmth seemed to seep into the room, a gentle embrace of hope that felt as tangible as the light streaming through the windows. Determined I rose to serve, letting gratitude fill the spaces where lack once lingered. As night thickened its hold, the shelter transformed into a symphony of simple kindness. Tasks flowed seamlessly like a well-rehearsed liturgy of compassion. I moved among the guests, serving bowls of steaming soup, allowing smiles to bridge the gaps where words failed. A dance of small miracles in every shared glance and gentle touch. Yet the absence of the blank ignited my consciousness, a quiet lament woven into the backdrop of the night. The sight of a young mother caught my attention, her child cradled close against the cold. Her gratitude was present in every nod. Her shivering form, a silent petition for grace. God, how can I fill this void? My heart turned prayerful, sending a silent plea upward, trusting in the divine to weave a solution from the threads of our need. As if in answer, Mr. Jenkins approached, his presence as reassuring as the steady tick of time. His gaze dropped to my feet, an understanding unfurled between us, a humble offering might bridge the gap left by the missing blanket. My shoes, sturdy and warm, could serve where they were most needed. A fleeting hesitation fluttered through me, a momentary resistance that died away upon the recollection of Psalm 23. Its familiar words guiding my wandering thoughts back to a place of trust and surrender. I knelt again, my surrender now silent, heavy with the weight of hope. Shepherd of my soul, grant me courage. With fingers fumbling in the dim light, I untied my shoes, a small act of surrender, offering warmth to bare feet in need, placing them beside the mother and her child, her eyes widened in astonished gratitude. A gift unanticipated, a blessing unspoken. Her whispered thank you stirred a warmth within me, deeper than any garment could provide. Barefoot, each step on the cold floor was sharp, yet every contact sacred, a reminder of Christ's path, forsaking comfort for the sake of love. The chill of the night air no longer bit, as I stepped outside, as if even the winds had been tamed by unseen hands. The first rays of dawn began to tease the horizon, painting the sky with hues born of hope, etching grace across the heavens. I paused as
the hospital night held a sacred quiet, rain tapping softly against the large, glazed windows, tracing languid rivulets in the glow of the distant streetlights. The polished floor mirrored faint reflections of those passing by. A subtle dance of light and shadow. Alex sat slumped in a chair, face buried in his hands, the contours of his shoulders heavy with the weight of his world. His heart churned with a tempest of anxiety, a maelstrom of fear and uncertainty. Yet, the air around him carried a sterile hope, a promise of rebirth echoing with the faint beeping of machines that stood as silent sentinels to life. Nearby, a warm lamp stood sentinel, casting a soft, gentle light over his turmoil. To Alex, it was a tender hand resting on his shoulder, offering a sliver of comfort in the engulfing shadows. He glanced at the lamp, seeking solace, took a deep breath and closed his eyes, retreating within himself to find peace. His heart whispered prayers, earnest and raw, a plea rising from the depths of his soul to the open heavens. God, Lord of mercy, his heart cried, I feel lost and afraid, please guide me. Across the hall, Nurse Sarah moved quietly, her gentle steps barely audible in the enveloping stillness. Her compassionate eyes met his, a silent acknowledgement of his struggle. Her presence a soft assurance in the solitary vigil, silently reminding him that he was not alone.
a gentle revelation, time unfurled with the rain's gentle serenade against the window panes. The clock's slow hands ticked in concert with Alex's anxious heartbeat, each second measured in breaths rather than time. A comforting memory emerged from the turbulent depths, a verse from Psalm 23, like a life preserver tossed into stormy waters. The lamp flickered slightly, its warm glow enveloping him in a cocoon of golden light. Within, Alex felt a divine whisper coursing through the tendrils of his troubled heart, softening and guiding him. He straightened in his seat, his breathing even, a realization dawning, the call to defend truth, but with kindness was his path forward. He eyed his phone, it screen dark and foreboding, yet courage blossomed in the faint reflection of his own eyes. He prepared for a momentous prayer, a conversation with God that would fortify his soul. Shepherd of my soul, I give you my fears. He whispered, his voice barely more than a breath, weaving faith and hope around his heart. Grant me courage to reconcile, to speak truth with love. Help me to reach out in humility. The atmosphere shifted imperceptibly, the air growing thick with promise and possibility. As Sarah passed by with a soft smile, it was a reminder of unseen acts of grace, fluttering just beyond sight, ready to alight in their own time.
call of reconciliation. With courage as his armor, Alex dialed a number he'd long avoided, his fingers lingering over each digit, embedding them with silent prayers. The ring resonated in his ear, each tone matching the anxious rhythm of his heart. The phone's cool metal served as an anchor, grounding him as he prepared to step out in faith. "Hey, it's me," he began softly, his voice trembling, yet sincere, each word a digital prayer sent across the silent waves. "I'm sorry for the silence, I want to make things right." The unfolding conversation held its challenges, terrain rough and uncertain, yet words were carefully weighed, each syllable laying a stone in the rebuilding of a long crumbled bridge. As the call concluded, Alex felt a lightness unfurl within him, a burden lifted by grace, freeing him from the chains he'd carried for too long. Outside, the rain softened to a whisper, as if blessing the renewed bond in its gentle cadence. In the warm, forgiving glow of the lamp, Alex felt transformed by prayer, hope, and love rekindled in the silent vigil of the night.
God of all healing, thank you for guiding my steps. Help me to carry your light into the world, to defend truth, but with the grace of kindness. Keep my heart open to your whispers of wisdom, and guide us all in your everlasting peace.
Cacti, cracks in the soil. The land stretched wide, rolling endlessly like parchment under the pitiless sun. Once fertile, it now bore scars of drought, resembling a labyrinth of cracks like wrinkles on a weary face. Farmer Caleb stood at his parched field's edge, fingers brushing the worn leather brim of his hat, each crease a testament to his battles with nature's unyielding hand. Twilight descended upon him, casting long shadows that flickered between worlds as if caught in a sacred dance. The sunset splashed the sky with vibrant hues of orange and violet, seemingly mocking his quiet desperation with its beauty. A gentle breeze swept through the barren fields, carrying with it the dry, earthy scent, a poignant reminder of life that once thrived here. Caleb's feet shuffled against the brittle remnants of last year's harvest, a soft symphony echoing the lost abundance that haunted his days and nights. His heart ached under the weight of countless rainless seasons beneath the vast open sky. Caleb's whispered plea barely broke the night's solemn quiet. Lord of mercy, Caleb breathed, his voice wavering like the fields of his youth. I'm at my end. The land is dying, and so is my hope. Please, let the rain come guide me, for I can do no more. His eyes searched desperately among the heavens, but it was emptiness, not the comfort of stars, that met his gaze, an unending expanse seemingly swallowing his plea. Night deepened, wrapping the world in indigo's profound shroud. Caleb sat on the creaking porch of his farmhouse, its windows glowing faintly in the darkness, a sanctuary from the night's chill. His wife, Miriam, soon joined him, her presence a beacon of warmth and light. She handed him a steaming cup of tea, the warmth radiating through the clay mug into his cold, weary hands. Her touch a silent yet profound comfort. Together, they sat in a shared silence, their unspoken fears binding them closer than words ever could. Miriam gently rested her hand on a cherished scarf, a treasure passed down from her mother. A tangible token of prayers whispered across generations. She draped it over Caleb's hands, her touch soft as clouds and gentle as a whispered prayer. "The shepherd of my soul has never led us astray," she whispered, her eyes reflecting an enduring flame of hope that refused to dim. Caleb clutched the scarf, its softness a balm against the roughness of his calloused palms. A tangible reminder of love and faith that had withstood harder times. With a resigned sigh, he rose into the night, feeling the weight of clouded skies, now hiding the stars, a silent herald of unseen mercy cloaked in midnight's veil. Surrender under the stars. Hours passed slowly in thoughtful silence. A tapestry woven from anticipation and faith, Caleb returned to the fields, the scarf still clutched in his grip. Kneeling, he felt the earth hard and unyielding beneath his knees. Yet he turned his worn heart to prayer. "Shepherd of my soul, I surrender," he implored, seeking solace in something greater than himself. He no longer pleaded for the rain, but for guidance and unfathomable peace. "If it be your will, let me find peace, not in what my hands can sow, but in what your grace will grow." In that sacred moment, beneath the shrouded sky, he felt a faint stir within, an assurance whispering like a soft breeze through his weary soul. With eyes closed, Caleb sat in the silence, allowing his spirit to listen, not for rain, but for the shepherd's whisper, a gentle guidance promising peace that surpassed all human understanding. As dawn broke, its first light unraveling the tapestry of night, Caleb and Miriam stood together, woven by threads of hope and prayer. They gazed eastward, tracing the horizon with renewed faith from overhead. The clouds began to release a gentle drizzle, a tender blessing from the heavens. The droplets fell to the earth, a sacred offering echoing a stilled heartbeat, each one a promise of resurrection. Beneath the fresh aroma of rain-kissed earth, joy welled within Caleb, each drop a testament to grace, initiating a journey of healing and renewal. He took Miriam's hand, wrapping the scarf around them both, a symbol of God's provision and love, as gentle and profound as the rain, guiding them back to life in abundance.
Holy One, we thank you for your whispered guidance. In our surrender, you renew us. May our hearts remain open to your voice as the fields to rain. Hands open to heaven. Acti, the echo of dawn. The quivering dawn unfolded with a tender embrace, its pale gold light spilling like liquid transparency through the worn curtains of the ER reception, casting soft, ethereal reflections on the stark, sterile white walls. The cool air circulated a hint of freshly brewed coffee, though it was weak and lifeless. More a companion for warmth than for its taste or aroma, Sarah. The ER receptionist wrapped her hands around the cup, allowing its gentle heat to seep into her weary fingers. As she settled into a well-worn chair, its familiar creak offering comfort amidst the chaos. The incessant ringing of telephones felt like an orchestra of dissonant bells, each call a harbinger of another soul in distress. Her tired eyes drifted aimlessly across the waiting room, landing on a family huddled around a weeping woman. They spoke in hushed, solemn tones, their faces a poignant portrait of anguish mixed with glimmers of fragile hope. For a moment, Sarah closed her eyes, drawing a deep, steadying breath, and whispered a prayer from the depths of her soul. Lord of mercy, let me see them as you do. Help me remember their names, even as many pass through. Her words carried the weight of sincerity, rising like incense on the crisp morning air, a longing for divine clarity amidst human confusion. A prayer of distress. As the dawn matured into a bustling morning, the pace quickened, the once quiet hour now a sea of frenetic activity. A sudden rush of patients spilled through the doors, each with urgent needs, each requiring immediate attention, compassion. And the right paperwork, Sarah's fingers moved rapidly across her keyboard, her mind a whirl of activity, yet her heart felt the familiar heaviness of sympathy and empathy. A young boy, pale as winter's breath, was rushed past her by a father whose urgency was palpable. Eyes wide with fear, his whispered prayer, "Please, God, please," echoed in Sarah's soul like a haunting refrain, the weight of those words settling heavily upon her heart. Seeking solace, she ducked behind her desk for a moment, her hands clasped tightly, knuckles white. Holy One, I pray for strength. Let me be your hands and voice. Let these souls find peace in your presence. This burden is yours. Guide me today. Her crisis prayer spiraled upward, a desperate reach toward heaven where she hoped divine assistance would meet her earnest request. The turning of the heart, Sarah's shift wore on, the phones never relenting, the faces continuing to blur into a mosaic of anxious expressions and silent pleas. Yet amid the chaos, she felt an imperceptible shift, a gentle nudge from the divine urging her to stop striving and start listening with her heart. She let go, hands metaphorically open, ready to receive rather than run from the moment. Her heart softened as she began to truly see not just the need, but the person and their story behind it. At midday, the cool air wafted in with a family, the scent of autumn leaves clinging to their coats as they moved past her. A woman approached Sarah with eyes alight with gratitude. "Thank you for your kindness," she said, pressing a folded note into Sarah's hand before rushing to her recovering loved one. In the ensuing brief solitude, Sarah unfolded the note and read the simple yet profound inscription. Psalm 23, a gentle reminder that the shepherd of her soul was near her as she navigated the tumult. She felt the transformation stirring deep within, a quiet courage taking root, ready to embrace the myriad lives intersecting her path. Living with open hands. As the afternoon sunlight streamed through the expansive glass windows, painting the room with hopeful glow, Sarah found herself greeting each person with renewed purpose, her spirit buoyed by grace. She remembered names, forged connections with stories, and whispered prayers over the silent spaces that others walk through, tending to their hidden wounds. An elderly man, his skin lined like the bark of a wise old tree, approached her desk with slow, measured steps. "It's just a routine check," he chuckled, his voice carrying the weight of years. "But at my age, one never knows." Sarah's laugh joined his, their shared mirth blending into a brief, holy moment of shared humanities, filled with the gentle presence of the divine. "May I pray for you?" she asked softly, her voice a cradle of care. With his nod, she offered her petition. "Spirit of peace, guide this man, comfort him, and let him feel your presence always." Her words wrapped around him, a cocoon of divine love. Great Shepherd, thank you for guiding me through tumult and grace, for the warmth of your light in the darkest corners, for teaching me to live with open hands and an open heart. May each step be in your peace. Amen.
Whispers in the rain, at by neon rain. The city pulsed with rain, neon lights slicing darkness with a dance of elect hues. Blues, pinks, and greens creating an urban aurora. Reflections played on slick paint, as if time of brows that grin the sky escalate. Jay carried wet earls deeply, then releases as a long sigh, as if shedding unseen burdens, a history of regrets and directionless roads. He collapses onto a weathered picnic bench, his eyes seeking solace lift to the heavens. "Lord of mercy, what am I doing out here?" he whispers, his voice quivering, his words fragile. Bowing his head, he cradles it in his hands, fingers intertwining like ancient roots grappling for sustenance. He prays, words fragmented. Dawn broke, gold light washing over the sea, revealing a railed reborn. The rain had paused, leaving a shiny, cleansed landscape on a cracked stairwell. Damp brick and rain-kissed earth, mingled with morning dew and remnant wounds from a broken friendship. Anger and sharp words echoed, turning the stairwell into a sanctuary. Bowed in prayer, the silence cradled my whispered plea. "Shepherd of my soul," I murmured, breath misting the air. "Teach me to forgive, even as I am forgiven." Warmth unfurled within me, a divine assurance wrapping doubts in hope. Vulnerability opened the healing path, God's whisper guiding toward reconciliation. A newfound resolve blossomed, leading me to write a letter, a bridge over the chasm between us. The paper was smooth as I penned apologies and hopes. The morning sun painted the room with promise and grace. An ever-changing light tableau sweeping the walls. God's gentle nudge urged me to deliver the letter. The short walk felt sacred, a journey of penitence and hope. I placed the letter, offering a final prayer under morning light's canopy. Holy One, light our path towards peace and understanding. Amen. Turning away, divine warmth lingered, a balm to my penitent heart. Steps lightened, anger's chains dissolved into forgiving air, and each stride lifted burdens, unshackling the spirit. Rain's embrace, night returned calm and tender, weaving serenity as I walked through the city. Rain began again, transforming streets into a shimmering canvas. The soul's quiet renewal mirrored. I breathed deeply, the cool air alive, earth and sky united in harmony, singing praises together. Gracious God, weave your presence into my life. Help me find you in the simplest of moments. Teach me to forgive and to love deeply. Guide my steps in your eternal light. Amen. Amen.
Ragtime morning on the mountain, the morning air crisp and vibrating embraced me as I navigated the winding mountain road. The dawn's light spilled over the horizon, painting the sky with hues of pink and gold, igniting the world with divine possibilities. Below, the valleys lay cloaked in a soft mist, as if nature itself whispered an invitation for reflection. The gentle breeze carried the rich scent of pine and earth, stirring deep within me memories of simpler days, days untouched by the current strain between my father and me. Our conversations had dwindled to silence, an unspoken void, vast and daunting, reminiscence of the valley stretching below me. We shared blood, yes, but laughter and memories eluded us, leaving no bridge to span the chasm. At the summit I stepped from the car, feeling the cool air nip at my cheeks, each breath visible as small clouds in the cold morning. This mountain, sacred and timeless, was my sanctuary, my hallowed ground, where I could feel the closeness of the divine kneeling on the damp earth, the stones pressing into my skin like a gentle reminder of the world's solidity, I lifted my eyes to the expansive heavens, a canvas ready to receive my praise. Lord of mercy, I whispered my voice, fragile yet sincere, trembling like a leaf in the breeze. I am lost and unsure, help me find the way back to Him, to my Father and to you. The world hushed around me, a sacred silence enveloping the mountainside. Only the rustling leaves and a distant bird call punctuated the stillness. In that serene moment, a profound peace descended upon me, an unseen hand gently lifting the weight from my heart, as if the Lord Himself was stitching my soul back together with threads of grace. The unsent battle, the evening sun streamed through the windows, casting warm orange patterns across the floor, painting my world in a soft, forgiving light. I sat at my desk, staring at a letter I had written months ago, but had never found the courage to send. It was addressed to my father, raw, honest plea for understanding and forgiveness, filled with hope but shadowed by fear. I had rewritten it countless times, each version more tentative than the last, each testament to my deep-seated fear of rejection. Yet in the stillness that followed my prayer on the mountain, an inexplicable divine nudge stirred within me, compelling me to act. I picked up a pen with newfound resolve and added one final line: I miss you, and I hope you can find it in your heart to miss me too. The call in the night. That night I lay in bed, listening to the soft patter of rain against the windows, a soothing rhythm that matched the heartbeat of the world, with the letter beside me like a silent companion offering encouragement. I picked up the phone, my hand trembled slightly as I dialed his number. Each ring resounded within my heart, the sound both familiar and foreign. Hello, my father's voice, gruff yet achingly familiar, bridged the chasm of time and distance that had grown between us. Dad, I said, my voice tentative, a gentle probe into the waters of a long-held silence. It's me. The silence stretched between us like a taut wire, threatening to snap under the weight of unspoken words. But then his voice broke through, softer now, bearing years of unacknowledged burdens, yet lightened by an unexpected hope. I've been waiting for this call. At that moment, the fears that had held me captive began to dissolve, falling away like leaves in autumn. God had been here, guiding me quietly, planting seeds of reconciliation in our hearts. A new beginning, its gentle rhythm on the roof. I turned inward once more, praying for the courage needed for the journey ahead. Holy One, Thank you for this night and the chance to reconnect. Guide us as we mend what was. Acti, a city drenched in silence. The city lay wrapped in winter's breath, an icy mist mingling with relentless rain, cascading like crystalline beads from the heavens. Each drop seemed to carry an echo of sorrow, a symphony of nature resonating with Carlotta's inner turmoil. Her boots splashed through puddles, each step a muted echo in the downpour, turning the city into a watercolor of grays and blues. Neon signs flickered tentatively, casting vibrant hues across the wet pavement, their luminescence a fragile attempt to pierce the suffocating gloom. At the bus stop she paused. The metallic bench was slick and cold, yet she sank onto it, her heart a tempest of disbelief and hurt. The argument with Nathan had been fierce, leaving her feeling exposed, like the barren trees lining the avenue, stripped of their covering and secrets. She drew a shaky breath, eyes flickering upward, silently pleading for guidance from above like her forebears did in times of distress. "Shepherd of my soul," she whispered, her prayer an earnest breath amidst a world of chaos. Her voice was soft, nearly lost to the roar of water. How did it come to this? I need you. I can't see the way through. Her mind reached for an old psalm. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Its echoes drifted through her mind, urging her to listen beyond the thunderous roar of her thoughts, to the divine rhythm orchestrating the universe. Her heart ached to follow the whisper of grace, the gentle invitation to lean into the quiet voice promising peace amidst the raging storm. Memory and the cracked stairwell. The rain persisted, an unyielding companion as Carlotta trudged up the familiar cracked stairwell of her apartment building. Each step was a journey into memory, where echoes of laughter and shadows of arguments lingered like ghosts. The worn banister felt cool and reassuring against her fingertips, anchoring her to the present moment, each touch inviting contemplation and the opportunity for transformation. She paused halfway up, leaning against the wall, the scent of damp plaster mingling with the earthy tang of rain, a scent of old promises and new beginnings. Her feet faltered, drawn toward a prayer of surrender. The words came slowly, born of a heart weary with struggle, a heart seeking the rest promised by the Almighty. Lord of mercy, I am lost, I've clung to anger, to hurt. Forgive us, guide me to forgiveness. She lingered in the quiet magnitude of her plea, daring to believe change could take root within these walls, to grow into something beautiful. The whisper returned, a melody in her mind, urging her to step beyond wounded pride, beyond the limitations of her own understanding. With doubts dissolving into light, she climbed the stairs, hope stirring like spring buds beneath frozen soil, a testament to the potential hidden within the depths of surrender. A hand extended inside the dim apartment. Carlotta found Nathan at the kitchen table, his silhouette outlined by a lamp's soft glow. The room, a tapestry of memories, had shadows dancing like specters of past joys and sorrows, a mosaic of love and loss. The air was thick with tension, yet beneath it lay a thread of shared history, weaving them together through every triumph and trial, faced together. Her footsteps were tentative as she approached, each a prayer of courage taking form, Each step a symphony of faith and hope. With each step, the weight of unspoken words lifted, like dawn's rays chasing away night shadows. She reached across the table, her hand trembling yet steady, a gesture of vulnerability and hope echoing in the silence. Nathan looked up, his eyes meeting hers with curiosity and regret, his expression softening as silence stretched between them like a bridge, connecting their souls. "I'm sorry," she began, her voice a mere whisper, carried by strength not her own. "For my words, for the hurt, can we try again? With him guiding us, we can find a way." Nathan's gaze softened, his eyes glistening with relief and understanding. The tension released from his shoulders, his heart responding to the invitation for healing, to mend what was broken. He took her hand, a sign of the grace they sought and needed. In that moment, their prayer became an unspoken conversation of forgiveness, a turning point promising renewal. Their hearts joined in, shared hope for the future, a future guided by his eternal light. Holy One, thank you for whispers of grace, for leading us amidst a storm, to compassion, to renewal. Hold our steps steady as we follow